We keep saying this, don't trade with money that you can't afford to lose. Yo, guys, this is not looking good.
It's fine. Let's do it the old way. The life that you are living right now is someone's dream.
Just because you have access to information doesn't necessarily mean that all information is good information.
Some of these people that are behaving funny, you can see this is just chats playing here. You know the pain of making plans with the money that hasn't clocked your bank account. Finally. Right.
For us to be where we are, it took us like 4 or 5 years. As I said that, boom. Serious. The man, the myth, the legend, the one who survived the car accident. We welcome to the studio. Welcome back. Round of applause, guys. It's a round of applause there. It's the one next to. No, down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I must start again. The man, the myth, the legend, our very own president, the man who survived the car accident, is back in studio, guys. Give it up for MJ Givens Kgasi.
First day at work. Already messing up. Yeah, I'm back.
Yes, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Jabu Souls, where are you? Thank you for warming my chair. Really appreciate it.
Kept it nice and warm. And
Yeah,
he did such a great job.
No,
eh?
he did.
Did such a great job.
He did. Souls is my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did.
Straight up.
You guys, I was watching and I was like, yeah, no, it works.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nah.
No, interesting. The thing is, Jabu has two personalities. If you don't know him, you'll be in trouble because he has this seriousness about him, and there's another character of him where he just makes jokes all the time.
Yeah.
And then you can't stop him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
more like you.
Eh.
Yeah. Hey, Marawena, no, let's not get there.
Yeah. Another episode. We're back.
Yeah.
You're back, actually. I've been here, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, yeah. You've been working, man. You've been working.
Non-stop.
Yeah, we licked the wound and we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are trying to fire in all cylinders now. What could not stop us cannot stop us.
Yeah.
Even in the future, we just have to do what we do. But yeah, all thanks to the team for standing with me during difficult times, and also, the people that have been wishing me to get a speedy recovery. It was not easy, but yeah, I think one thing about me is that I don't like self-pity because it messes up my mind, because I'm now going to think that I need more time to recover, but I tell myself I'm okay. Tell you what, my wife had to delete some apps on my phone. She deleted all the trading apps.
The financial markets wait for no one, but with the right tools, you'll never get left behind. And that is where the Octa trading app comes into play. Craft your strategy, analyze the markets, execute with accuracy with Octa. Also awarded the 2024 Most Trusted Broker in South Africa. Now that's a broker I trade with, and that's a broker that you should be trading with. What are some of the things I look for when choosing a broker? Transparent trading conditions, fast deposits and withdrawals, a diverse range of instruments. Bro, did you hear that? No? Just me, I guess. And a user-friendly interface designed for easy navigation and efficient trading. Okay, I get it. I hope you do too. Download the Octa Trading app today and use the promo code MarketMasters to get your 100% deposit bonus. Elevate your trading with Octa.
She deleted all the trading apps because the doctor was like, you need to relax. Yeah, so I was given 5 days, but I went back to work.
Day number 3, I saw you there.
Yeah, day
and
number
you
3.
know, it's funny, that stream, you were like, no, guys, this one's going to be a short one.
Yeah.
Did the stream not go on for more than 2 hours?
Yeah, it did. It did. It did. It's just loving what you do.
Yeah.
I think I just have a passion for my work. And yeah, I enjoy it. I love it. So it works. It works. Yeah. But I'm back.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now I'm glad to have you back. It was a bit of a stressful one over that period, but obviously...
Yeah. My wife called you at night. Eh?
Guys, Sunday night...
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sunday night, you're chilling, you're relaxing, and then you get a call. That was actually like... I think in that moment, so many things went through my mind, because it's just like, MJ was in an accident. Like, what?
Yeah.
I think, I genuinely couldn't function properly for the rest of that night. But when she told me that, you were, not that you were okay, but like, the injuries were not that heavy.
But you saw the pictures. Yeah, man. So my hand was a problem. I think the most painful part was my ruptured ear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I can't hear with my right ear now. Yeah, thank God we use good quality, so at least. But I told my wife, look, I know he's gonna panic. Just tell him it's just minor things and send him the pictures not to panic. Because I know you were gonna think maybe the head is out.
I was ready to leave the house, but when she said you were sleeping, I was like, you know what, let me just give you the night.
Yeah.
And then I'll catch up the next day. And we actually had a phone call the next day, I think, for like, we speak on the phone. We speak on the phone.
We speak. Tell them that you left. In fact, guys, where's my camera? Not working. Nqobile left my house this morning, 2 a.m. Yeah. He came to my house. What time did you arrive? I think he came around
7.
Around 7. He only left. We were just talking. Since from 7:30 until 2 a.m. We were just talking. Even when we went outside, we started talking with my wife now for another 30 minutes.
It was more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was more than 30 minutes. So if you find me sleepy, please blame it on him. I didn't sleep.
Really?
Yeah, because when I went back, I was like, let me do a bit of back testing a bit.
And I eventually got home and slept at 4. Actually, but
there's also life. So it's not only that we speak, guys, or when we see these cameras. We speak a lot. Speak a lot. But today, let's speak about what are we having? What are we having?
Yes, guys, we have a trading competition coming up very soon. We'll be hosting it on the Top Trader SA channel, right? Yeah. We will be live streaming.
From the
14th.
I need to learn this. Quiet now.
From the 14th of April to the 20th of April, we will be doing live streams every single day for those 5 days.
Is it 5 days or 7 days?
No, it's 5 days. 14. 14. Oh, Matt, 6 days. Guys, 7 days. What?
From the 14th to 25th, it doesn't matter.
14th to the 20th of April.
From 14th to the 20th?
Yeah.
5 days.
So, 5 days. Thank you. I was right? No. Yo, guys, this is not looking good.
It's fine. Let's do it the old way. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 days.
6 days, yes. We'll be live streaming right here on the Top Trader channel.
Yeah.
There's a trading competition. You guys can participate in the competition.
Yeah.
We will give you guys details during the course of the week and next week as well, guys. So what's happening is that first place, we'll be giving away 30,000 Rand.
Yeah, man, that's a good start, eh?
A very good start.
Yeah, that's a very good start.
30,000 Rand to the top 5. The people come out in top 5. What do you need to do to enter? You need to deposit a minimum of 100 Rand. You need to register using the Telegram bot and then confirm with the Telegram bot. We'll give proper details next week as well, next week's episode. Yeah. We just want to give you guys a little bit of MJ, can you please put up my headphones there? There. On the top line. Yeah.
Sounds a bit low. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's yours.
That's me. You
yeah,
get that?
yeah, thank you. Actually, yeah, now I can hear myself. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. 15,000. The winner's getting 15,000 rand.
So okay, number one wins 15,000
Yeah,
rands,
15,000 rand.
Okay.
Number two, 7,500 rand.
Okay.
Oh, plus with number one, we're also gonna have an interview with them as
Oh
well.
yeah! By the way, guys, you're gonna be here sitting next to the famous Nqobile Tembane. He's gonna be interviewing you. Is that industry chat or
Market Masters for market
masters?
Yeah, for market.
Yeah. So
also trying to find out that what is it that you did during that week as well.
yeah.
How you traded, just looking at the trades as well. Just
Sure.
also I think it'll also be good for people just to also witness or kind of to witness somebody who traded, won a competition, and then we sit down, we talk.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
I think people appreciate that.
Yeah. So number one wins 15,000 rands. You're gonna be interviewed here on TTSA. Market Masters, by the way, guys, Market Masters again. And number two wins how much?
7,500 rand.
Okay, 7,000.
Plus a one-on-one mentorship with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so-
fully sponsored by Octa, of course.
Yeah.
Number three is getting 5,000 rand plus exclusive Top Trader SA merch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's still under the wraps. Something's cooking. Something's cooking. Fourth place, 3,500 rand, and then fifth place, 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna come here, trade, guys. You trade your own strategy, you trade however you trade.
Yeah.
We'll be looking at rankings will be based off of profit. So I'm just making sure I'm saying the right things, guys.
Yeah.
Next thing getting in trouble with our bosses. Yeah. Profit, volume, and number of trades as well, or number of deals as well.
Yeah.
So please, guys, come up, deposit a minimum of $100, and if you increase the profit there, imagine you
can withdraw your $100 back once you win.
and then you get on top of that a 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good start, man.
it's
It's
a
a
very
good
good
start.
start.
One can always take advantage of it.
Yeah, literally, like that extra additional income now, cash flow you're gonna get. I think it's gonna be great for the people
Yeah.
participating.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we're doing, guys. This is proudly sponsored and by Octa. So I think everything will be happening on the Octa platform, of course.
Yeah.
For fair competition as well.
Yeah.
And so just make sure, guys, come through, participate, prepare those $100. Plus, we know month end was yesterday, guys. We know if you put aside that 1.8. Yeah,
Yeah,
around 1.8 on the
1.850.
side. If you trust your skill, though. I think if you really do trust your skill, come through, come trade. We'll be doing live streams every single day. There's also a private Telegram group where there will be expert analysis in that group as well, just breakdowns.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of things will be happening for that week from the 14th of April to the 20th of April 2025.
Yeah, make sure that you join and let's trade and let's see who wins.
Yes,
Can't
perfect.
wait to see you. Can't wait to meet you. Yeah.
Yes, we had the MoneyWeb thing. We attended a MoneyWeb Mingle. I think this past Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, past Thursday. It was really great. Actually, it sparked some ideas that what we should do also from our side, privately on the side for our industry players, certain industry players. Not everyone can get an invite, of course, but we start small. I think that's one thing I really learned. Guys. Start with what you have. We say that all the time. And we're looking at the MoneyWeb. MoneyWeb is big.
Yeah, no, it's massive. Man, there's studios there. We've got to see the studios. The reception looks like someone's chalet. Yeah.
But I was also just pointing out is that, we tend to want to do things at this large scale.
Yeah.
But when you look at what they do, because today was just like, hey, guys, we want to just thank you guys. And we got food for you guys. They were having a whiskey taste in there. And then it was like, oh, okay, now cool. Just gather and mingle with the people that they have on their podcasts as well and all that. So I think it was really interesting. For me, that's what I really picked up the most. Is that, we want to do things and we want to start.
Yeah.
Bam. And that's been my message for many years, and
Yeah.
I've been saying that, guys, relax. Just start with what you have. Use what you have as well.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was really impressed by. Yes, don't get me wrong. They did have resources. Not that they didn't have resources before people start thinking, hey, we just got there and plain empty room, but it was just one of those things. Simple event. Simple.
Yeah.
Very simple.
And classy as well.
Yeah.
I think that I had one billionaire say this statement that it's also when you look at how you start a firm, especially as a founder, that you don't wanna look as if you are doing well, image-wise, but sales are not coming in because sales are a sign that you are generating something. Your business can stay afloat, right? You shouldn't. So he was making this example, and that was a powerful example, by the way. You're saying you cannot have capital that you're being given by someone. So someone is investing in your vision, and the only thing you think of is, let me get a good reception, let me get a couch, let me get, So he was like, there's no need for that in the early stages. All you need to do is to put processes in place so the image will come in. Try to get maybe, instead of getting a powerful couch, get just 2 chairs and use the money for other things. Maybe generate it or send it to marketing. Then you know that it can be, it can multiply. Then you're going to see those kind of things. So he said that he used to have a certain door that he was using in his first office. And he's like, look, now I'm having powerful offices and I'm still having that door because it's a reminder of how I do not need to waste money.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think it's important to use what you have, start with what you have. It's something that we always say on this show. But at the same time, why are you getting into business in the first place?
Yeah.
That will always be the ultimate question. Why are you getting into business? Because I look at our lives right now. We spoke for hours, and people will think maybe we spoke those hours and it was just nonsense. And it was live, okay, a bit of nonsense. Yeah, we normally make jokes, but we spoke about also business. How can we grow as individuals? Yes, this is where we are. This is where we appreciate to be at. And how can we go past? And we're just speaking about the second quarter, just planning in J, And I'm just thinking, look, it's late at night and we're busy talking about business. Then it tells you that, look, man, we will never stop thinking of implementing strategies to grow.
Yeah.
No matter what, you will always have that thing that will push you to do beyond what you are doing right now. But one thing that you need to know is that the life that you are living right now is someone's dream. The one that you're complaining about, the one that you're saying, this life of mine, someone wishes to have that life. So the best thing you can do is to take off from where you are. Because you cannot take off from a place you are not at. Take off from where you are, use what you have, and form good relationships. And this one I think is very important because we normally have this arrogance that I've got the brains, I've got the money, and I don't need anybody. Relationships are very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cycle, looking at the people that are in your cycle can I always say this, ne? I was asking myself, this accident actually opened up my eyes. I was like, how many people did I think first when I had this accident to say they're important for me, for them to know now? That hit me hard. That really hit me hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you are not part of that group, that means then I felt like it's fine. You will hear as time goes on. But if you're part of the people that I had to tell I have to tell now, it simply means that that attention was required immediately. You needed to know because that means you play a role in my life. You understand what I mean? So yeah, relationships are very much important on a personal level. I don't want to talk about Mjolo, but it's just important to keep it intact. Yeah.
Yeah, so the MoneyWeb Mingle thing, that was really great.
Did you enjoy by the way, Scotch?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so
we learned a lot, guys.
Oh, we learned a lot about... So
whiskey.
I always thought that Scotch is a type... No, not a type. I thought when you say I'm drinking Scotch, you are drinking like
Yeah, Scotch. Scotch is Scotch.
Yeah.
Am I understanding?
Yeah.
That's
Like
what you're
it's
saying.
not whiskey. Scotch and whiskey is two different things. That's what I thought all this time.
Yeah.
So only to find out when you're drinking us. Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, we learned a whole lot, guys. They had like a whiskey tasting, and the guy there was like just giving proper information.
Loaded with information.
Oh, that was so
Loaded
good.
with information. I looked at him, I'm like, you, my friend, you can make somebody who's not drinking drink, but not me. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so that was really good. Also good to network with other people as
Yeah.
well. Simon Brown was there.
Yeah.
We had most of the guys from MoneyWeb were there. All the podcast hosts were there, the show hosts. We got to find out the numbers that they're pushing that side.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, guys, we still have a long way to go.
And it goes back to what we were saying, that we go where the numbers are. We cannot rule out mainstream at this point.
Yeah.
The numbers are there. The numbers
That's
are
so
there.
true.
I mean, when they told us the numbers, I'm like, yo, this is on a daily basis. I mean, the downloads alone.
Yeah, crazy.
The downloads alone is not even some of the channel's views in a month. Just downloads, just to download someone's podcast. And by the way, not even seeing them visually, just downloading someone's podcast. I'm like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
The numbers are there. And have you seen what is happening now? Even podcasts are now going on TV. People need to understand one thing, Octa Tembane.
Ooh, you see that one?
People need to understand something. Most content creators, and I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
Most content creators will serve the money before the audience. I'm telling you.
But do you actually think people are selling out with...
I don't think so.
You don't think it's a sellout?
No, I don't think it's a sellout. I
Okay.
think it's a way of growing. For the fact that you are having mainstream come to you to say, look, we want you there.
Yeah.
We can push with you. For me, I think it's growth.
Even more money as well.
More exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you are thinking that what we do here, if we're gonna get an opportunity to say, but we're gonna be selling out. If the opportunity is there, the money is there. I mean, the money comes with growth. More people are being employed. The more you employ more people, creativity comes in because you don't know who you're gonna employ. So getting into mainstream and do what they do, for me, I think is exceptional, and it's growth. It's a sign of growth. That's it. It's a sign of growth. So there are certain things that it will take time. This thing of thinking YouTube will replace TV in a short space of time, we don't know. Remember, sometimes we suffer from, how can I put it? Hey guys, Pella, I had an injury in my head, so...
If it doesn't come
please,
together.
If it doesn't come together, please don't say MJ is, just know it's the pills, right?
Yeah.
It's the medication. What I want to say is, remember we can see the numbers of YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
but we cannot see the numbers of mainstream.
That's true.
So it makes us think that this one is getting there because we don't have the numbers of mainstream and you're thinking, the numbers there are down. I told you about the ENCA thing.
Yeah, I mean, we can put those out, can we?
The what?
The numbers for the NCAA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we had, literally, when you shared the numbers with me, you had about 1.2
yeah, 1.2 people that were watching that
1.2
interview.
million
1.2 million people watching.
live.
And that was morning.
And that's just the
And
live
that's
numbers.
live. That's live streaming, by the way. How many live streaming channels do you know right now on YouTube that are hitting those numbers? So I'm not saying there's no growth there. I'm saying as much as we are trying to grow with YouTube and content creation, and I think it's also a huge opportunity for people like me and you. I mean, people are watching right now. It's in the form of YouTube, right?
Yes.
But what we have to do is learn from what these guys, because you cannot hit those numbers by just waking up in the morning and just say it's luck. Somebody had to do something. We can learn from there, try to implement it here. If it fails, it's okay. Implementation doesn't have to pass all the time. If we implement something that we have learned on that, I mean, we were inspired by just going to MoneyWeb offices alone. I mean, just looking at the structure alone, you think, okay, fine, how can we implement this? Now we have an idea of hosting such kind of things, but we saw it from these guys that have been there since the 90s, since the 80s. You understand what I mean? So just because we don't see the numbers of mainstream, we normally think they're not doing well.
Yeah, but they still clocking numbers, eh?
The numbers are crazy, man.
People are still watching TV.
People are still watching, and it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it. I remember last night you told me that in the States.
Oh yeah, no. Now the 50% of people with basically a lot of people are consuming YouTube.
Yeah.
Like now the numbers just jumped 50%
Yeah.
via TV.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
with
yeah,
smart
yeah.
TVs, because
Yeah.
every smart TV right now, you know, obviously has internet.
Yeah.
Has access to watch your streaming services and
Yeah.
on. YouTube is there as well. So a lot of people actually like consuming content, households rather consuming content via their TVs now. So that becomes a thing now. Nobody's like on their phones anymore.
Yeah.
Not that they're not, but it's not just phones anymore.
Yeah.
Rather, let me put it like that. Now it's like people are like watching on the big screens now.
Yeah.
Which also means that changes now. We need to adapt to new changes as well. We also need to grow as well, which means that guys, we can't be shooting in HD anymore.
4K now.
4K now, straight.
4,000. But have you seen that? Okay, fine. If you also look at mainstream, they are also participating in our field, and I think we forget about that. That you're gonna have SABC. Look at the numbers that SABC is clocking right now.
Yeah, crazy.
Compare SABC and McG. When McG was having 1 million subscribers, he made a big celebration. SABC clocked those numbers and we're not even aware. I think SABC is sitting on 2 million something.
Really?
Yeah. SABC News.
Yeah.
So-
I know the news channels are pretty big on. I think that's why when people are always looking at like top content creators in countries, whatnot, they usually tend to leave out the mainstream medias from those particular numbers. Because now you're competing with like a corporate and you're just a small guy there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what does it tell you? That I like the word that you use, that these corporate guys, they've got the budget. Already they've got the budget. So it makes them, it can be easy for them to participate in our field. Think about now, you're a content creator. There's a guy called Dylan something from TikTok. I don't know if you know him. Dylan something. He's a news thingy. He's also interesting. So he does news like reports.
Oh, Dylan Page. Oh,
Dylan Page. Have you seen his page?
News Daddy.
Yeah, News Daddy. News Daddy. Right? It seems like we are on the same page now. So I'm back. So he's got the numbers.
No, he's
But
pushing.
he was competing with Daily Mail, which is another news thingy. And I think Daily Mail has passed him now. And he was looking at it like, these guys are coming hard. They've got the budget.
The workforce.
The workforce.
The resources.
Exactly. This guy, maybe he's shooting alone. He's editing. He's doing everything. Sound,
But
everything.
he's got a team, but still, compared to somebody who...
Like Daily Mail.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So as much as these guys, we are seeing them, obviously we have taken away most of their numbers, but they are still existing even right now. And they are participating in our space as well, and which then can also hinder our progress.
Okay.
Yes, because think about it. Again, we can be here and push content. They can be promoting it on YouTube for the whole 6 months. They've got the budget. You understand what I mean? So I think it's not how I see life. The Tembane is, I never rule out anybody. I never rule out anything. I never rule out any business. There's always a serious comeback, and you don't realize that these people, because every day, every time you are thinking, that business is going down, you must think that the same person that is going down has the same 24 hours as you. As you are thinking that is going down, he's thinking of 10 possible ways to get up. And when he comes up, it's like he survived an accident.
Yeah. And you know, when you always, I don't know about you, but whenever you see people like go through seasons,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, they'll come back, you know. And obviously, there are some people, if you're scamming, don't come back. Just stay where you are.
How true is it? Sorry to cut you off. I'm just reminded of something. How true is it that there's a guy who committed suicide?
Because of Forex.
Yeah, no, because of he was scammed. Did you see
Really?
it? Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
I
Gee.
think it's on Rolio.
Oh, yeah?
Rolio Jack's page.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I must have missed. I actually saw the thumbnail, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the thumbnail. Gee.
Sure, man.
Yeah, because you know what? Somebody gets scammed. You don't, hence I say, it's always the thing of like, you don't know that person's pocket. You don't know if it's their last money.
Yeah.
And sometimes if it's, you get to a point where and this is where people also, consumers need to be we need to educate consumers about this. And we keep saying this, don't trade with money that you can't afford to lose. We keep saying this. So, but unfortunately, some people will be in a position where they're just going to take their last money and they come here with hope, nothing but hope to the industry, thinking that, hey, look, this is the last of my money. This needs to work out. And what happens when it doesn't work out?
And you find that the person who killed himself,
It's
last one.
unalived. You need to say unalived.
Oh, unalived. No.
Themselves. Yeah.
Oh, Jay. Is it unalived?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, Pella, we get fines for some of the things we say. So every time I say something, my paycheck goes down. Jay, it's just it's just today, ne? Okay, you forgive me. All right.
It's the medication.
Yeah, it's the medication. Yeah, the person who unalived himself, you find that it was his last money. He had, sure. Do you know the pain of making plans with the money that hasn't clocked your bank account? Tell me about it. Already, you have made... The money hasn't arrived in your bank account.
But
it's already finished.
It's finished.
Before arrival. It's gone.
It's finished.
It has plans. It's already in a club before. It's just jiving there.
You got a portion for the baddies there.
Yeah. So I know that pain, man. I never and I live with that motto. In all my businesses, I always say, you never count the money that is not in your bank account. Never ever. Never ever, because you start promising people things and you don't deliver. And it's difficult for you as an entrepreneur to say, yeah, but I promise you because I was also promised. Then it shows also lack of leadership. Because how do you promise now people? It's like you're a politician now. How do you promise people when you know that you don't have the capacity? Yeah, capacity must be counted first.
Jay's laughing.
Yeah?
Because, I was telling you about that other situation with the other side business that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the guy... And we did the work for free. And then he said, nah, guys. But let's not say too much.
Yeah, they already made plans.
Eh?
Okay, let's leave it. Let's go to our next topic.
Let's leave the money plan.
Let's go to our next topic.
Yeah, Rolio Jack.
Yeah.
I think it's what you always say, So recently, Rolio Jack dropped a video. I don't think it's recent. I think by the time you guys watch this, it will be, I think, about almost a week back. Rolio Jack dropped a video where he pulled up to a seminar where there's an RCG gang, including Bandile. And we know one thing: if you're rooted in the industry, you know that Rolio Jack, Bandile.
Yeah.
It's clashing.
Yeah.
So they were doing a seminar in Cape Town, and Rolio Jack decided that, hey, look,
I'm coming.
I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
And it's literally what we always say about people. I think the power of social media.
Yeah.
It makes people feel invincible. And shout out to Rolio though. He also didn't go there with the spirit of, this boy's been talking nonsense. So I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna flex him. It didn't even go in with that spirit. It went with such a calm spirit. And Rolio Jack is such a calm brew, eh? I think also on his YouTube you see another side of him, but we got to meet him when we were in Cape Town. I'm hoping we'll actually get to shoot. We'll shoot with him when we get to Cape Town for FMAS, definitely. I will see you guys at FMAS. I must actually call him.
Oh, yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, get in.
I think it'll be really interesting for industry chats, because we're also going to be shooting some industry chats episodes.
Finally, we've got a budget for industry chat, guys. Finally. Finally. All right. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So we'll be shooting that side. It's going to be a crazy couple of days that side, packed with some really great guests, amazing guests from that side.
Yeah.
Because we shot Market Masters there, I think last year. Yeah. When you came back, people were like, "Yo, bro, we wanna come on." And it's like brilliant traders. So I think it's going to be really great, and also networking at FMS as well. I think that's also going to be really amazing. But going back to Rolio, Jack pulling up on Bandile and also his approach with it. I mean, kudos to him.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. I think that was a level of maturity that lacks in so many people. Because I think people become so hot-headed. Like, yeah, when I see him, it's like coming of violence rather. But some things just need a conversation, truth be told.
That's so true. Yeah, big ups to him. It's professionalism, man. And we always talk about it that, sometimes you do work, and we always see it with politicians that when it's work, it's work. When it's other things, it's other things. So I think, well done to Rolio for being professional as he was, to keep calm and go there. And I think he said he spoke to him for like an hour or so.
I think he spoke to leadership.
Oh, leadership, yeah. But since they were part of, he has made a lot of videos about leadership. But yeah, I think that's what we need to see, because at times, guys, we have people doing certain things, and if you don't confront them about it and tell them, look, bro, this is where I think you're failing, maybe try this way, you find maybe somebody doing things differently that can benefit everybody. But if you're going to treat this as if it's a beef thing, then that's when now I don't think anyone can learn. Yeah. So I learned from that situation, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Because, I can lose it at times. Yeah, so I learned.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the whole thing?
The whole thing? No, like I said, I think it was like a great example of leadership from Rolio.
Which one?
Which one? What Rolio? What are you doing now?
You're saying leadership. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. Shout out to Rolio Jack, basically. Yeah, but my overall view on the whole thing is just, I think it's also a lesson to everyone as well, that in as much as people feel invincible online, and I think that's something I really take, I'm really cautious of, especially when I'm outside, when you realize that people know who you are, where you are, and all that, because it's like, you can't just go around running your mouth, whatnot. Because I think it must have been really awkward and scary for Bandile, because if you see the size of Rolio compared to bands, I mean, yeah, I mean, you better be careful and not. And a lot of guys feel very invincible online until it's like an in-person thing. I always welcome conversations, but if you're gonna have a conversation with me and say some things, be prepared. I will say stuff back, and I'll stand for what I believe in. Simple as that. If that makes you feel uncomfortable or you're not mature enough to have that conversation, then sad for you at the end of the day.
It's usually people that do not have a lot to lose that has a lot to say.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if you're going to talk nonsense about someone, let's say online, look at most people that are commenting nonsense. You get on their pages, you see there's nothing going on in their lives. But if they had something going on, they knew that there was a lot to protect, because they are also going to upload. Even you can go on their content and start talking nonsense. But they know they've got nothing to lose. Nobody knows them. And they can say whatever they want to say. But in actual fact, human beings, and I heard this from one speaker, very interesting guy, by the way. He said, human beings are not designed to connect at this level. Right? So we, back then, remember when there was no social media, you are connecting to who? Your family, your neighbors, your guys in the same street, in the same section, zone. If you are, what is zone? You connect with those people. It was chai. But nowadays, someone has so much power to talk about your life at any given time. Right? So he says human beings are not designed to connect this way. That's why some comments and some statements from other people, you see that these people see that you're living the life they wanted to live and they cannot get it with themselves. And the only way is to bash you on something that doesn't exist. But I like, should I say, is it constructive criticism? I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's proper. We learning from one another. I was streaming today and someone was like, I don't like Octa's deposit methods. I wish it could change. For me, that's what I want to see. That's how I collect data. Octa, this is so and so. They are saying this. Can we improve on this so that you can give best customer service, right?
Yeah.
But if now you're going to start with an FUCK broker, I mean, already, how are you expected to be helped in that regard? Because already you have shown that you don't have professionalism in this. And it doesn't give you a right that when you are not getting the service you expected from someone or from something, it doesn't give you a right to come forth and be disrespectful towards that person because nobody's perfect, bro. Companies have got it wrong all the time. Big companies are still getting it wrong all the time. So it shows that, look, you are crying for nothing.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
if that thing really meant a lot to you, you're going to look for proper channels and look for proper way of communicating. And I know sometimes you can be frustrated by bad customer service, but how are you helping the next person not to experience that? I mean, if you're just going to sweat someone, say, KAK service, what are you actually saying? But if you say, look, this is what I've experienced, can you guys improve on 1, 2, 3? Then that means the next person can enjoy what you couldn't enjoy. Then you have saved now and help a lot of people that are coming along and wanted the same service as you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, FMAS is interesting because most of the people that fight with us, when we are with FMAS, they want pictures. Very interesting that you swear at us when we are here. And again, Octa Tembane, podcasting will not serve everyone's interest.
Yeah, no.
Because we say our opinion here. We say what we know. We it's not like we have a script every day where it comes from heaven. This is right, this is wrong. We say our opinion. We say what we think is right. We say what we think can go in line with maybe our research. And if we get it wrong on our research, allow us to do so. And say, guys, next time use this source. What have you done? You have contributed to our growth. But if you just come and just talk and you don't have a solution, what are you actually saying? It's podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and here there's no BBC. It's what? BCCA, the SA, Broadcasting Commission complaints. If we don't adhere to, there's no such a thing here. There's J here. There's only J here. So
we adhere to J and JL.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was basically that. On to the next topic. Sorry. So I think yesterday, also as we were talking, we actually got into a very deep conversation about how things take time. Yeah, I think that was the gist of it, basically. Things taking time, how people want fast results. And I think how fast results are killing. Sometimes fast results are not always the best results. And this also goes to relate to trading, to every business and all that. Because I think I was actually on like a lengthy phone call this morning. Someone was calling me. They're asking advice about YouTube right now. So I'm like, I'm giving them like strategy. We're strategizing right now. So I'm like, no, dude. Now the person's like, no, I want to go buy cameras. I'm like, okay, but wait on the cameras. What do you have first? Like I always say, what do you have first? Start off with what you have first and then build it slowly. Because what's the point of you going to buy all these cameras only to find out that what you're putting out there it doesn't have value to it?
Oh, the problem is lighting.
Lightning.
I think this, I think I have the wrong thing. And this days you're on fire. Jay, can you buy another one? We need to have two now. It's a special request. I'll send an email in the morning to management. Please, we need a new one.
Yeah. So now we look at how. Oh, so the person's like, okay, now, they want to start. Now they're asking me how much can we get paid, whatnot. So I'm explaining, I'm giving a breakdown and whatnot. But then I'm like, but just wait. For us to be where we are, it took us like 4 or 5 years. As I said that, boom. Serious. There was such a the person felt so defeated. She felt so defeated because now she's trying to start her YouTube channel, and I'm telling her, "Oh, bro, for us to get here, it took us a couple of years." And people don't want that because we're living in the microwave generation where everything needs to happen like this. Instant gratification is very important. You want to just do, and then done.
You're in.
And it's like, that's not life. That's not how life is. And I think it also goes down to like also IBs as well. You're introducing brokers, your affiliates. The moment you start, business is not that good.
You realize it's tough.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time before you can get to a place where you're making 10,000 rand passive income every month. You will start off making 500 or maybe even less, 200 a month.
Yeah.
People are not trading, and then you can implement strategies. It takes time.
And I think that's the beauty about entrepreneurship.
Oh yeah.
Always thinking of strategies, ways to improve, ways to make more. So. Are you like saying microwave generation?
Because the microwave, it's fast there.
No, it's not like it doesn't go through the.
Yeah, like a stove. When you're cooking on the stove, then there.
Yeah.
But you hit the microwave, it's supposed to. Yeah, that's why I like saying microwave. You don't know.
No.
Yeah,
defrost.
You see, even that.
Defrost generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is so true what you are saying, because it takes you 4 years to do something, but in the process of growing, nobody thinks of when it started. Everyone is thinking of where it's going. And people want where it's going. They don't want where it started. And it goes to many businesses that have failed. I think even many trading accounts that have failed, it was all about you wanted to see growth. And when you don't see that growth, you start implementing strategies that do not need to be implemented at that time, because maybe you're just going through a season. I mean, think about what is happening with Tesla right now. How would you handle it as an entrepreneur? I mean, you look at Elon Musk now, you say, no, but I think maybe getting into government is a problem. That's why I'm getting what I'm getting right now. But I'm sure he's thinking of ways you can implement different type of strategies. But in my opinion, again, it's my opinion, I think what happened with Tesla was just speculative trading. I think, yeah, Elon Musk doesn't own the whole of Tesla. I think he owns like 12%, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not.
Vanguard is there.
Oh yeah.
BlackRock is there. Why were they dumping their own stock? This is life. You see this way. But when people sit behind closed doors, they are discussing things that you don't.
Exactly.
It's always the case. And it's dangerous to race with someone that is not even on the track. And you find yourself racing alone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, do what you have to do at the end of the day and see how you can grow yourself as a human being. I'm actually in the process of letting go of some information in my system.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like that kind of information, at some point, it limits my progress.
Okay.
Because some information, you can get it, catch it, keep it in your system, and it becomes traditional. And it makes you how can I put it? It puts a veil in your face that there's no other method besides this method. And that's also dangerous, because you find yourself in the same place for many years because you never wanted to explore on different things. Because when you tried to explore, you got hit and you went back to the traditional one. Okay, fine, it's moving at this normal pace. But you find that someone can do it better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A healthy information diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should have a healthy information diet week. I think we should have, Jay, you know what I'm thinking? Can I speak to the boss, please? We should have themes for every week. What do you think? So next week, guys, where's my camera again? Next week, we are having a healthy diet information week.
Information diet. Did you say that?
It doesn't matter. As long as there's information, there's diet there.
They'll put it together.
They can put it together with it. Because they can play, they can pause. I can't at this point, so...
Yeah. And I think also, just want to read something I have over here. We often have immediate access to information and services, which can create an expectation for quick outcomes in other areas of life. So that's what you're saying. Just because you have access to information doesn't necessarily mean that all information is good information.
Yeah, most definitely, because I can consume information. You consume the same information. To you, the way you consume it can come across as negative. To me, it can come as positive. Childhood trauma can play also a role in how we perceive things and how we receive information. Do you understand? So I think it goes a long way. That's why, for me, I think education is personal.
Okay.
Because no matter what, you can teach somebody many things. It will all depend on how that person consumes that information and how they apply it. Two things.
Yeah. Things take time at the end of the day. They do take time. A lot of things take time. You know, you sometimes will also find that there's also social pressures, you know, how do I put this? Seeing your peers progress quickly now has you thinking, even me, this needs to happen like this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens to the industry most of the time. People saw someone else doing this and like, oh, that happened for that person. Can happen for me.
Yeah, man, even relationships. Coming to think of it, you get on social media, it's someone is coming back from home, is hiking the wife, they are cooking together, and you're like, okay, fine, where was the camera during this time? We never even think that this is not Big Brother. The cameras had to be rolling to say, okay, now, we never even think that far. Sometimes my wife will come and say, oh, this is so sweet. I said, nonsense. There's nothing sweet there. Because if you are sitting in the kitchen, right, and I come, I hug you, and I kiss you on the lips, or I kiss you, it doesn't matter. And you are watching. Think of, okay, fine. Who's recording?
They first pressed.
Exactly. So for the fact that you pressed record, you already had an intention to sell something. Why is it that we don't have a lot of videos of GBV? But romance we have, success we have, failures we don't have. And nowadays failures are being used as if it's a, how can I put it? Man, this medication. We make a failure of 10 years. Social media makes it as if it was a failure of 1 week. Because think about it. If you're going to watch a movie on Netflix and you look at Jeff Bezos, or you look at any documentary of a millionaire, billionaire, it plays for 1 hour. And they will say 10 years later. But the thing is, you don't know the emotions, the progress, the day-to-day living of that 10 years. But just because it's edited, it says 10 years later, this person finally found this contract, and you're like, whew, it's going to happen for me. But you don't realize that your 10 years, it might not even take you 10 years. It might take you 20.
Nobody's trying to hear that. That's how the
problem.
That's how the whole country is full margining right now.
Exactly. That's the problem, because social media and this social pressure makes things that have taken time look as if it was done in a short space of time. And okay, I saw you lost trades. Even me, I've lost trades. So I'm going to be like you one day. How does it happen that just because I lost 5 trades, you think you lost also 5 trades, you're going to be as successful as me or as someone else? But you don't understand the process. The mental game, how this thing has messed up you mentally. Do you know how trading has messed up people's minds? It's scary, man. Some of these people that are behaving funny, you can see this is just chats playing here. This person is not... This here is margin call. Our time is margin call. Yeah. You can see the behavior of this person is messed up. I was actually diagnosed with something, but I'll tell you. Different types of personalities, different issues and different problems.
Yeah.
What are we learning at the end of the day? Let's move on. Let's move on. Learn. Move on. So don't let this pressure thing pressurize you. Who click record there? Even day in a life sometimes it's funny when it's recorded by one person, because he comes in the house, he leaves the phone outside. Then he has to go and fetch the food.
Yeah, but then also we can also go and appreciate the work that goes into it. It's a lot of work, yeah?
Absolutely.
But you're not talking about the work, you're referring to the intentions behind it.
Exactly. So that person is showing you how he lives his life, right? But what you are going to try to do now, because you saw that dopamine comes in, you're going to try to do the exact thing. And you don't realize he's giving you content. You are living in the context. Which is right now. You're living in reality. That person is doing content for you. It's like what we say here. You can do it. You are fireized. Tomorrow you take unnecessary trades. Nqobile MJ, the way encouraging me. You start going full margin now. You don't understand the process. You don't understand that what we say here is let it be part of the information that you already have and build from there. You can't just take one person's word and just ride with it. You can't. And it shows how many people are still watching this episode right now. We've just clocked 57 minutes. Many are out. They've taken a dopamine from the first 5 minutes. They're probably on the charts right now. I want to kill this thing. Coming. Yeah.
That's not enough time.
It's never enough time. Souls was telling me the same thing. He's like, hey, MJ, you know, he's gonna shout at me. Yeah, no, time moves fast.
Yeah, no, it moves really quickly. Really quickly. No. On that note, we love you guys so much.
No, Chief, it's not for your place to say that.
Yo, skis. Yo. Guys, me, I'm outside. Wait.
All right, guys, on that note, we have to love you and leave you. From myself, MJ Givens Kgasi, your president, El Presidente, and my good friend.
Nqobile Tembane.
Cheers, we out.